For millennia, art and music were the exclusive domains of human imagination, passion, and skill. But today, algorithms are creating masterpieces, composing symphonies, and winning contests, all in the blink of an eye. Is this the dawn of a new artistic renaissance, or a terrifying threat that could devalue human creativity, plunge industries into chaos, and redefine what it truly means to be an artist? We're diving into the AI art and music revolution, and why it's shaking the very foundations of human expression. So, how exactly does a machine create? It might seem like magic, but it's all about incredibly sophisticated technology. Let's break down the two main players: generative adversarial networks, or GANs, and large language models, or LLMs. Think of a GAN as a two-part system, a generator and a discriminator. The generator creates an image, say, a cat. The discriminator, which has been trained on thousands of real cat photos, looks at the generated image and says, "Nope, that's not a real cat." The generator then tries again, and again, and again, getting better with each attempt, until it can finally fool the discriminator. This competitive process results in stunningly realistic images. Then you have LLMs, the same tech behind chatbots. When applied to art, models like DALL-E and Stable Diffusion translate your text descriptions, your prompts, into visual information. You type, "an astronaut riding a horse," in a photorealistic style, and the AI sifts through its vast knowledge of what astronauts, horses, and photorealism look like to construct that specific scene. For music, tools like Amper Music or AIDA work similarly. They've analyzed countless melodies, harmonies, and rhythms. You can ask for a dramatic orchestral score for a battle scene, and the AI will compose something original based on the patterns it has learned. This isn't just copy-pasting. It's a complex form of digital mimicry and synthesis, building something new from billions of existing pieces of human culture. The results can be absolutely breathtaking. Independent filmmakers can generate incredible concept art in minutes, a task that once took teams of artists weeks. Game developers can create unique, adaptive soundtracks for their worlds without hiring a full orchestra. Small businesses can design professional-looking logos and marketing materials on a shoestring budget. We're seeing a democratization of creative tools, allowing anyone with an idea to bring it to life visually or musically, regardless of their technical skill. The potential for good seems limitless, fueling innovation and empowering a new generation of creators. But for every beautiful AI-generated landscape, there's a dark underbelly. One of the most immediate issues is what's known as the uncanny valley. This is that creepy, unsettling feeling you get when you see an AI-generated face or figure that's almost human, but not quite. The eyes might be a little too symmetrical, the smile a little too fixed, or most famously, the hands might have 6 or 7 fingers. These glitches are a stark reminder that the machine doesn't understand what it's creating. It's just replicating patterns. Beyond the weirdness, there's a growing fear among professional artists, illustrators, and musicians. If a company can generate a dozen high-quality images for a marketing campaign in an hour for a few dollars, why would they hire a human illustrator who needs days and a proper salary? We're already seeing reports of artists losing commissions to AI. This isn't just about jobs. It's about the potential devaluation of human talent and the years of practice, passion, and personal experience that go into a piece of human-made art. The machine can mimic style, but can it replicate soul? That's the question haunting creative industries right now. This is where the revolution meets the courtroom, and things get really messy. Every single AI art generator, from Midjourney to Stable Diffusion, has been trained on a massive dataset. We're talking billions of images and text pairings scraped from the internet. This includes everything from public domain photos to personal blogs, news articles, and most contentiously, online art galleries like DeviantArt and ArtStation, which host the portfolios of millions of human artists. The core of the legal debate is this: did the AI companies have the right to use all of this copyrighted material to train their commercial products without permission, credit, or compensation? The AI companies argue that this falls under fair use, a legal doctrine that permits the limited use of copyrighted material for purposes like research and transformation. They claim they aren't reselling the original artworks, but using them to teach their models how to create something entirely new. Artists and creator rights organizations fire back, calling it the biggest art heist in history. They argue that their unique styles, which they spent their entire careers developing, are being systematically copied and monetized by tech giants. If you can type an artist's name into a prompt and get an image in their distinct style, is that transformation, or is it just high-tech forgery? Lawsuits are piling up. Getty Images is suing Stability AI for scraping its watermarked photo library. A group of artists has filed a class action lawsuit against Midjourney and DeviantArt. These cases are landmark battles that could redefine copyright law for the digital age. The stakes are enormous. If the courts side with the AI companies, it could set a precedent that any data publicly available online is fair game for training commercial AI models. This wouldn't just affect artists. It could impact writers, photographers, musicians, anyone who puts their creative work on the internet. On the other hand, if the courts side with the artists, it could force AI companies to rebuild their models from scratch using only ethically sourced or licensed data, a monumental and expensive task that could stifle innovation. There are no easy answers, and the entire creative world is holding its breath, waiting for a verdict that will shape the future of intellectual property. So, where do we go from here? As AI continues to get more powerful and more integrated into our lives, what happens to the human artist? One optimistic vision is that AI becomes an indispensable tool, a powerful collaborator. Imagine an architect using AI to instantly generate dozens of building variations to find the perfect design, or a musician using AI to compose a bass line they can then build upon with their own human touch. In this future, AI handles the tedious parts of the creative process, freeing up humans to focus on the bigger picture, the concept, the emotion, the story. AI becomes the ultimate assistant, augmenting human creativity rather than replacing it. But there's also a more dystopian scenario. What if AI becomes so good, so cheap, and so fast that human artists become obsolete, like weavers replaced by the power loom during the Industrial Revolution? In this future, art becomes a commodity, mass-produced by faceless algorithms. The personal connection, the story behind the art, the artist's struggle and triumph, all of it could be lost. It raises profound philosophical questions. If a machine can create something beautiful, does that diminish the beauty created by a human? What is creativity if it's no longer tied to consciousness, experience, and emotion? Ultimately, the future probably lies somewhere in the middle. Human artists will need to adapt. Perhaps the value will shift from pure technical skill, which AI can replicate, to things that can't: unique perspective, personal storytelling, and a deep connection with an audience. The definition of artist might evolve to become more like a creative director, guiding AI tools to realize a personal vision. The one thing that's certain is that we can't put the genie back in the bottle. The very essence of what it means to be a creator is being redefined right before our eyes. The AI art and music revolution is here, demanding our attention and challenging our deepest beliefs about creativity. Do you see AI as a creative partner or a destructive force? Share your perspective in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Zeitgeist Zenith for more deep dives into the spirit of our times.